So I guess it's time for an admission. I thought in this video I would be showing you how I was going to debug part of the on the rails section of the game. But it is in fact quite hard to debug the on the rails section when you can't actually get into the on the rails section. So the issue that's been reported is a bit of a strange one. Apparently, when you get to the end of the cave section, where you need to pick up a time crystal that will unlock access to the next level, after having collected it, instead of then being able to walk back to your time machine, apparently you get slowly pushed into the cave wall and you can no longer control your character. This is of course really strange. The first step that we need to do is to make sure we can replicate the issue. Unfortunately, there's quite a journey to go through to get to the place where the bug occurs. So I'll save you the trouble of watching lots of endless gameplay by cutting pretty much to where the action happens. There's guns to defeat and pipe puzzles to solve. Not to mention a ride on a completely and utterly unrelated floating platform that definitely has absolutely nothing to do with the overall problem being reported. Okay, so here we are approaching the crystal in hand, and let's see what happens when we collect it. And I am in fact sliding back down the cave and I cannot control myself. Okay, that is really weird, because picking up that crystal does nothing other than enable the fact you've picked up the crystal. Okay, time to put in lots of debugging and see what we can find.
Come on, not now, please. Not now. Oh, you fucking bastard.
So, thanks Unity. It's always really helpful when you crash right in the middle of things. Anyway, after a lot of diagnostics and playing through the level over and over again, I finally got to the bottom of what was causing the problem. There's one part of this very specific level where you go for a ride on a floating platform. And it's one of the rare times in the game that you actually pull the lever associated with it multiple times. So the issue turned out to be that when you pull the lever, the game slowly moves your character to the centre of the platform. This actually worked fine the first time. However, when you went to the final crystal to pick it up, the game actually decided that your interaction with the crystal was the same as interacting with the platform. And even though you are a long way away from the platform compared to where the crystal was, the game decided to slowly move you back to the centre of the platform. But as far as the player was concerned, this just looked like you were gently sliding down the cave. So as with many of these sort of issues, what took the time was working out what had gone wrong. The actual fix turned out to be just a few lines of code.
Very good. Hurry back to the laboratory now.
Excellent. That worked. So now, hopefully, next time we can get back to testing out and fixing issues with the actual on the rails section.